This is my final project presentation for the Spring 2014 Big Data Analytics course at the Harvard Extension School. My name is Teresa and I will be presenting on the topic of data visualization with D3. D3 is a technology based on the web standards of JavaScript, HTML, CSS, and SVG that can be used to create powerful visualizations based on data. The acronym D3 stands for Data-Driven Documents, with documents referring to the DOM or the Document Object Model. The problem that D3 solves is that it provides a flexible and powerful visualization tool to explain and explore complex datasets with just your web browser. Now that we have a basic understanding of what D3 is, we will briefly go over its strengths and challenges. D3's strengths come from its basis on web standards. This means that it can be run on any modern browser and that no proprietary installs of software or plugins are needed. Furthermore, D3's strengths also comes from its use of declarative programming. This gives you less code for more power. We can see this in the example shown on this slide. The same visualization in JavaScript takes a lot more code than the same visualization in D3. D3 is able to accomplish this because it selects all the rectangle elements at once and applies the transformation to them all together, as opposed to JavaScript, which only selects the elements one at a time and applies the transformations one at a time through an iterative approach. On the other hand, D3's basis on web standards also leads to some challenges. Because it is based on the technologies of CSS, HTML, JavaScript, and SVG, to use D3 well, you have to learn all these technologies. Furthermore, because it is based on web standards, it works the best with modern browsers, and older browsers may run into some issues. Finally, D3 is not a charting library, so it does not come with any pre-built visualizations. Therefore, to create a visualization in D3, you have to code. I will now use a demo to illustrate the primary concepts and techniques of D3. This demo will illustrate loading external data, using selections and data binding to bind data to the visualization, creating reusable charts using a single chart object, and using SVG objects to provide interactivity through coordinating axes manipulated by the brushing tool. The demo has shown that we can use D3 to visualize a moderately sized dataset. Connecting this to the topic of big data that we were learning in class, I now present a flowchart of how we could use D3 to visualize big data. Because D3 binds data to the DOM, it is probably not a good idea to bind the entirety of a big data set to the DOM. Instead, D3 should only bind the relevant subsets or summaries of data at any one time. After the subset or summary of the data is bound, we can update the visualization in real time using the data join methods of the enter, exit, and update whenever a new query or analysis is run.